I shall not stand for this offense. So, another weapon video. I'm doing 2 in 1 day. So, I'm not going to hold you. After that episode, I went on to play in that lobby. There was this loser, this 400-pound beluga land whale, that was trying to vote kick me and multiple other people. So, I got extremely petty, and I hunted him down exclusively for like 7 or 8 free-for-all matches until he left. It felt really freaking good. Anyways, so in this one, I'm going to be using what, in my opinion, is the most annoying weapon in the game, the Glaive. This two-handed wet noodle of a scythe that I thought was very interesting during the beta, and is still interesting now. I'll use it on the Footman, but it also comes with the Raider subclass of the Vanguard. Only 2 classes that have this. It's oddly exclusive.
Cut them down!
And I'm a default. Nice. So the Glaive. What a annoying weapon. So, some basic things about the Glaive. It gets no damage bonuses. It is among the fastest weapons in the game, especially for two-handers. It probably is the fastest two-handed weapon in the game, next to, say, the War Club. It hits like a wet noodle. At least on its slashes. As you can see, 30 damage slashes. 30 damage raw slashes. Heavy slashes. Let's get a cross-section. Not 62. 50. I don't know why that hit for as much damage as it did on that guy. I'm not sure what the deal is. Wait a second. Does the Glaive have a property I'm not understanding? Anyways, some other basic facts about this weapon. Its overheads are also lightning quick, and they are quite deadly. This thing's overheads hit for 50 damage raw, and 70 on a heavy. And one of the most satisfying things to do in this game is to mash overheads with this thing. It's very, very fun. Very satisfying, because look at that. Look at the speed at which they come out. It's so funny. Oh, did I also mention that this is one of the most obnoxiously long weapons in the game? You are in complete safety most times you're using this thing. I'd say this is actually an easier weapon to use in first person. As you can see, you can just completely turn off your brain. With punishing, it is quite easy, because you can just spam away with this thing. This is one of the best weapons to commit off-screen violence, as I call it, when you hit somebody you don't even see. Its stabs are a big caveat, though. I think that's the word. The stabs are a noticeable outlier. The stabs also hit for the same damage as the overheads, 50 and 70 on heavy, but they are extremely slow, both from neutral and from combos. They are very, very, very slow. Strangely slow, considering everything else. But I guess, you know, with the way the weapon is shaped, it doesn't look like this thing is meant for shanking, you know? Anything that's curved really isn't meant for shanking, right? So I will be demonstrating you this thing for about an hour. It's quite gnarly. I'm sure you've been on the receiving end of this thing a multitude of times in Team Objective, where someone is just hammering away their right trigger and counter-slashing you when you are a solid 270 degrees to their right or left, depending on which direction they're slashing in. It is so good at just hitting people that you cannot freaking see, making it one of the most annoying weapons in the game. Also, because it hits for so little damage on those slashes, which is what people will be hitting you with the most. I do not know how much damage its special attacks do, as I barely use this thing, as you can see next to its level. I really need to interview people who main this thing to understand what their mental issues are, because I think you would have to be a bit of a psycho to enjoy using this thing constantly. It's so weird. I will admit, those overheads are satisfying. Excuse me. Those overheads are satisfying. I'm knocking you off of this. Those overheads are extremely satisfying to land, but most people are just slashing away with this thing. So we'll see how it is. It is definitely a very solid weapon in Team Objective. In 1v1s, though, I'm not so sure. I've never really seen this thing used in duels or in 3v3s. It's very weird. Now, you'll notice I mentioned some baseline stats, like how this thing hits for a set for set numbers, the same numbers on every class, and yet I'm hitting people for varying degrees of damage. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I'm hitting people for so many different numbers right now. Unless this thing has properties I'm not understanding. It certainly doesn't say it has a damage bonus. Let's see what damage the special attack does. As you can see, lightning quick, 75 damage. Heavy stabs, 70 damage. Regular stabs, 47. That's a footman. Okay, what about stabs on a knife? I'm gonna kick this dude real quick. I need to understand something, because there's something I'm clearly not understanding with this weapon. 50. What's the deal with this weapon? Is it not only annoying, but... Look at that. Off-screen violence. 75? Okay, so there are properties about the glaive that I clearly don't understand. But what I assume is that it's hitting everyone for the same numbers, which are pretty decent on their overheads and the heavies, but those slashes, they do absolutely no damage. Let's see the footman sprint attack. I guess not. Now, this is a very fun weapon to use, I will admit. When you're in the zone with it, the fact that you're able to hit people with it so many times, it is quite satisfying. But there are just better weapons, in my opinion, such as the War Club, which is clobbering knights and footmen.
I will. You taking the piss?
You're going to be winning most face-off engagements because this thing is just ridiculously fast. It is, I said, among the fastest weapons in the game. It hits for no damage, so you combo the hell out of people and it pisses them off. That's one of its unique factors. You're able to hit people so many times that it starts to aggravate them. Because I know it's certainly me. When I'm trying to engage a glaive person that's fighting someone else, it's hell because they can just keep pestering me without even seeing me on their screen for no damage at all, and I have to play their game. As you can see, it can be dragged and excelled to a significant margin. But I wouldn't be scared of this weapon because it is a big reactable two-hander. It might seem very fast, but I mean, look at it. Are you gonna get confused by what this thing's doing? No one's ever gonna stab you with this thing, I'll tell you that much. This thing's stabs are pathetic in comparison to all the other attacks. Did 2 overheads there. Excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm hitting people for 37 damage at times. There's something about this that I'm not understanding. Oh, it does get a damage bonus. I'm stupid. That's why. So, retract the statement. It does get a damage bonus, and it says it right there. Except I can't freaking read. I assumed it didn't because it looks like your standard regular bladed weapon. As you can see, I am getting away with just being extremely obnoxious with this thing. I'm just spinning around and stuff. So it does have a damage bonus. I don't see why, because does this not look like it just cuts? What's chopping about this? Whatever. So it does get a small damage bonus versus Knights and Footmen. Still, it's not hitting them that hard, comparatively, to many other weapons. But it's a very disrespectful one. You're able to win most face-offs. It's very dangerous to try to take the first move versus this weapon. Its range is ridiculous, so you're able to punish people with relative ease, and also be pretty safe in team engagements. It can disrespect initiative at times. I mean, look at how fast these follow-up slashes are when blocked. What do you missed somehow? I'm not sure how you missed that. You have to be very careful versus how you riposte this thing, because it's very easy to just whiff punish your riposte attempts. Is this thing a menace? In the right hand, sure. but I've never personally went up against a person using this thing and felt like they are some sort of beast. I don't think you'll see this weapon used in tournaments much, but I think it is very good at destroying the casual masses. As you can see, even with this thing's chopping damage bonus, 37 on regular slashes. I can see myself getting a vote kick on me pretty soon, because I am being extra annoying with this thing. So similar to the Maul, this is a weapon I would not advise you to ever stab with, because its stab is so bad in comparison to everything else it has to offer, being its slashes and its overhead. Look at that.
Only 10
Would
more.
punishing a greatsword with ease. Nice. Oh, excuse me. Let me not goof off so much to where I can't actually show you some regular gameplay where this thing does work. This is a pretty easy weapon to use. If you want to mash with it at a safe distance, you're pretty much free to go ahead. Honestly, I should be showing you this weapon in Team Objective because that's where it truly shines. In free-for-all, as said, I don't think this is the best weapon for 1v1 engagements despite its speed. Against really good players, it doesn't hit that hard in comparison. It has pretty readable animations. The only awkward part of them being just how quick it is. So for some people, if their reactions aren't on point, feints might catch them. That was really bad. Yeah, I think this young man is doing a bit too many slashes there. As you can see, when you get the combo overheads going, you become a bit of a machine, a non-stop overheading machine. I think its overhead combos are the fastest. Much faster than the slashes, they feel. Or at least more efficient. As slashes, yeah, they're a safe go-to. But those overheads, just keeping someone at a distance, just constantly backing up and overheading them for a nice 50 damage. It's a special satisfaction. I mean, look at this speed. And you can really understand its range in first person. Oh, nice. Excuse me. I was over here going cross-eyed looking at two people. So let me stop goofing off so much and show you what it looks like in mostly regular gameplay, because I'm over here trying to spin and stuff. I'm feeling myself for no real reason. Excuse me. Also, crouching with this weapon is a pretty decent strategy because of how long range it is. With long-range weapons, where you can really maintain your spacing and harass, crouching stops the small dash forward you do on any attack. So by crouching, you're able to better maintain your distance away from your opponents. Like this poor dude is trying to maintain distance by just running for the hills. Interesting. Are you... What are you doing? No. I said I'd stop spinning, right? Definitely get me spinning in third person. Or first person, excuse me. Look at the range I'm hitting people with these overheads from. Very nice heavy.
The kill leader is near victory!
What's your strategy? Its stabs do have utility, as they are very long range, as is every attack of this thing. But just due to their speed in comparison to every other attack, that's why I would not advise them. As you can see though, look at the range I'm able to hit these overheads from. Look at that. Look how far I was from this person, and I was hitting her right on the head. Crazy weapon. It's able to tear apart people really fast if you know what you're doing. It's a pretty easy weapon that lets you get away with some mix-ups. It's just obnoxious. One of my biggest problems facing this weapon is that I get very impatient. A very potent strategy that people use with this thing to tear apart casuals is they attack and then they dodge away, and sometimes they'll even pretty much keep you in their peripheral vision and constantly attack.
Fighting pit.
Meaning you have to play their game and chase them to get your damage in because it's so long and fast and obnoxious. It is the most annoying weapon in the game, without a doubt. I am very sorry I gave away that misinformation about it not having a damage bonus. I just assumed that because it looks like a cutting weapon, it wasn't getting a damage bonus. Absolutely my bad, and I will put a comment correcting that in the video when I upload it. Oh look, EA is trying to help me. Tell us about your experience with EA. To make sure we keep improving, take our 4-question survey about your help experience. My name is Stefan, and I am an agent here at the EA Help Center. I will be continuing your case. It looks like you have an issue with your EA account. More specifically, you're having issues with access to your account. Yes. That's an entirely different topic that I will tell you later. Oh man, War Club and the Glaive. A battle of titans. Titans in obnoxiousness. So yeah, like pretty much most of this thing's strengths are identical to the War Club. It's extremely fast, it's extremely long. So you're able to punish people and keep them at a distance while laughing maniacally, because you can just abuse them. Yeah, I read that feint. As you can see, overheads are hitting people for a lot of damage from really far ranges. And really, you can just become a serial killer with this thing. You can become a proper maniac while using this. I'm not sure what his plan was there. If there were more people in here, I could show you what I mean by off-screen violence. This thing is just... it's such an annoying weapon, dude. What are you afraid of? Look at that. It can be dragged, it can be excelled. It can be whatever you want it to. Also, it's a very good bait weapon. What that means is you can miss an attack and punish attempts to punish you because it's so fast. Wow, he really closed the distance like that? Sure. Be careful on how disrespectful you're trying to be with this weapon. As you can see, I am eating some trash because I think I'm going to outspeed certain riposte. But that can also be accounted for by maintaining spacing. I feel like he's low-key trying to activate that mechanism. Also, because it is a sharp weapon, it is a bladed weapon, you can dismember people with it. Which is very, very upsetting to get dismembered by a weapon this annoying. I knew I was going to get shot to death. Oh my god, he was right in front of me too. I thought he was at a distance. I do have my music on, so I can't hear the game as well as I normally would. As you can see, this young man doesn't quite know what to do. Look at that. Look at how I can just turn off my brain.
Requires only 20 more victories.
Look at the drags. Look, he's not sure what to do. I'm surprised he still has stamina. Now, of course, someone that's mashing slash like that, it's very easy to deal with. You counter slash and you close the distance. I was hoping that was a dismember rather than a kill. Pay more attention. It does have a very satisfying decapitation on those overheads. Someone's behind me. Okay, I can't deal with both of these weapons at once like this. Extremely annoying. Honestly, I think you would learn more being on the receiving end of this thing rather than actually using it. It's one of the best weapons to just turn off your brain. when it comes to using this thing seriously, I don't know if I could recommend it. Because there are just better options. That was a pretty nasty dodge, wasn't it? Please get away from me. Yeah, weapon like that, the knife, hatchet, extremely short one-handers, knife, hatchet, cudgel. Do not let those things get to you. What are you gonna do? Don't be afraid of this thing. Where are you going? I don't know if that guy's switching it because I've been using it, but he was playing funny. No. This is a very good weapon to avoid getting jabbed with, because you're supposed to maintain your spacing. Do not devour people's faces, as in get right in their face while using it. If you're hugging someone, then you're using it wrong. This is one of those weapons where you jab people to get them away from you. And then you keep your attack at a safe distance. It's a very good team objective weapon for this reason. For its off-screen violence and the fact that you can attack people in safety. Look at that. It's like it has phantom range. Huh. Oh, he just pulled out a throwing axe. How's he gonna hit me? Look at that. Excuse me, Jesus, the camera was all over the place. Look at that.
Needs only 10
the reason so many people have been doing heavy attack slash riposte is to get close to me. Because a regular slash riposte, you can't close the distance I have. Oh, wow, nice stab. Well aimed. I'm glad it's already been 20 minutes because I cannot wait to not have to use this thing. I won't lie to you, it's fun to use, but at the same time it's not. It's just annoying. I'd rather use the
see your
war
family tree.
Look at that distance. I'm not going up there to let you hit me with the ball. Nice hit. All this spinning stuff I'm doing is just novelty. Just because I feel like abusing this thing right now, instead of playing seriously. On a serious level, you can do well with this thing. It does have utility. It hits hard on heavies. It's not a bad weapon. It's just, I think there are better ones for more serious situations. As you can see, you can just easily whiff punish people that don't know how to close distance on riposte. Look at that drag. This thing can be dragged and excelled to hell. What are you doing? No, sir. Cornholio! He got that for his money.
3 more kills,
Oh, God.
and the leader is victorious!
I'm surprised there hasn't been a vote to kick me. Oh, he's using the hatchet, so... Is he even blocking? Okay, he's not blocking. He just instantly gave up. If that guy knew what he was doing, though, or at least how to block, I would have shown you how easy it is to abuse a shorter weapon. He switched to the Glaive. The Glaive requires finesse that you don't have. Only I can wield this thing. Look at that. I even whiffed a heavy attack, but he couldn't punish. This thing is really easy to spam with. Look at the speed of these follow-ups on his block. Now granted, these aren't doing much stamina damage.
Victory!
Look at the safety I'm at. It's crazy.
Look at you. You're so
Against experienced players, though, I would not advise you use this weapon. Because as I said, it's reactable, it's just annoying. So against a casual person, they're going to have a hard time beating you. Like, these aren't the best players, and I'm keeping them at a distance. You know, I'm not playing brain dead. I'm hitting them extremely quick. I'm probably annoying the heck out of them, making them play worse. So it's fairly easy for me. But against an experienced player, I don't think this weapon would see much success. Because yes, it can be exhaled, it can be dragged, but honestly, slower, more medium-paced weapons are better for those facets. Because this thing is always fast. And if you see a drag coming, it's really hard to mask it. Like, a heavy drag with the Executioner's Axe, you can vary how much it's dragged. With something as fast as the Glaive, or even, say, the War Club, they're always going to be really fast, so it's easy to compensate for them. It's very telling when you're going to make a crazy drag. It's really hard to make something this fast become very, very, very slow. Unlike weapons such as the Heavy Mace, the Maul, the Battle Axe, those things can be incredibly fast or
Prove
insanely
yourself
slow.
as the best fighter in the land. Eliminate everyone.
So that's what I mean when I keep saying that this thing wouldn't be the best against experienced players and that there's better weapons to use. Because look, against someone like this, I mean, it's really easy for me to just keep him at range. Not even keep him on my camera. I mean, look, this guy has no idea what to do. Also, you cannot back up fighting this weapon. Someone that's using this thing, you have to run after them. If you back up, then it's going to get a lot worse for you. It's going to get exponentially worse.
Hang on.
As you can see, stab range is not bad. Every attack from this weapon has crazy good range. Crouching overheads are a signature of this weapon to keep your distance. What are you doing? Your friend. You asked me something. As said, don't ever try to hit first versus this thing. Oh! Don't ever try to hit first versus this thing. Because it's just too fast. Unless you're using the one-handed sword, short sword, and a lightning-fast weapon. What the hell? I just spawned! And I just got finished with you! Or you just got finished with me. Throw another mallet. You missed. The Executioner's Axe? Easy whiff. Nice. Yeah, most people aren't going to be doing counter stabs because you. Whoa! It's Clint Eastwood. It's Clint Eastwood, guys. Because you don't stab with this thing. I have no stamina to be challenging a guy like this. You cannot. You should not be stabbing with this thing because they're very slow and reactable. Overheads and slashes are your main go-to. So Clint Eastwood, he seems like a good player. Let me go against him and see if I can show you what I mean. Let's see if I can really do damage to him. Someone who obviously has reactions and stuff. It's also a very good weapon at gambling. So if I read someone's gonna faint,
How are you? How are you?
I can probably just smack them out of it. Granted, not for a lot of damage. Of course, it's going to be very good at hitting through multiple people.
What's the crap? How she could? How's the lad?
Nice hit. No, sir. So he was slightly off with his timing there. Let's see. Multiple engagements with him. Let's see what he learns. What? Sus. I did not mean to jab there. Look at this. Where's your stamina? What were you doing? Nice jab. Decapitations are extremely satisfying with this thing. I won't lie. Weapon like this, it looks like it's built to remove someone's head cleanly. It's an okay throwing weapon, from my memory. It's a decent weapon to throw. Hits are some good numbers. Better than your usual blunt weapons. I'll try to provide an example of how much damage you can expect this thing to do on throw. I'm so sorry again for thinking this weapon got no damage bonus. 64 on a footman. Don't worry, I'll make a video on the knife soon. Where'd this thing go? That's a falchion. It went over here. How far did I send this thing? Hope it's not stuck in the ground. You missed. That's a stab. Oh, I thought he was gonna faint, so I tried to gamble. Knife is a pretty dangerous weapon in the 1v1. I think it's actually decent in that area, but because this isn't exactly a 1v1ing game yet, both in the sense of it's not what it's built around and the sense of it doesn't work. That's why I would not recommend the knife too much, despite the fact that I am warming up to it slightly. Dude, he's not gonna hit me.
The leader requires only 20 more
Yeah,
victories.
crouch dodging and whiff punishing is quite potent with this weapon. It's just annoying. It's just very annoying.
How's the form?
Don't give up. Play the game. Let's go. There you go. I don't know your stamina. Where is it?
Bout you? How she couldn't?
As said, these stabs are hitting for the same damage as these overheads. Look at the range. This guy's going for too many counters. Yeah, way too many counters. You gotta get in some riposte.
Well, how she could. Lovely day.
Against someone who I know is gonna be trying to counter, that's when I use the stabs, because they're so slow. So that way, if they faint, it's quite easy for me to punish. Look at that. Look how easy it is for me to just abuse someone off to the side of my screen. When you're surrounded and you start slashing with this thing, it becomes horrible. It's unbearable. Fool.
No use.
When someone's doing that, you can't disrespect them. You have to play their game. You gotta start countering them right as they reach you, despite the fact they're not focusing on you. It's annoying. I'm gonna be very glad when I am done with this hour, so I can use a more respectable weapon. Look at that! Look at that! Did you see that? I hit that dude when the momentum was done. It plays very similar to the Warclub, but just more obnoxious. You fool. Who does 3 slashes in a row?
Not enough gold. Haven't. What? Yeah, I will. What? Yeah, oh yeah. Go on. Haven't. Go on. You take. Go on. I will. Haven't. If I were not enough gold in order to kill you, I want to do that.
The leader needs only 10 more.
Nice. No, he's going for too many of those. And I said, if you know someone's gonna faint, then very easy disrespect. As you see there, with me aiming so low, 25 damage slash versus a Vanguard. Pathetic. This thing does not hit hard unless you hit someone with a heavy. And really, the only reason you should be hitting dudes with heavies is because them getting impatient. Because it does have some fairly slow heavies. As you can see, that's me trying to drag them out as much as possible. That was just disgusting. He didn't deserve that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how far he was and how much momentum was in that swing. That swing was done, and yet it hit him.
When we die, we're really gonna wonder why we bothered at all.
Yeah, really, I should have done this video in Team Objective, because that's where this thing shines. In a full free-for-all as well, but clearly these ain't full free-for-alls, which I like. Look at that. Look at that. As you can see, if you know how to maneuver your attack, you can even drag out their overheads for quite a while.
3 more kills, and the leader is victorious! Near
Take a
victory!
seat, or I'll put you down myself. You're so full of shit, the sewers get jealous.
Aw, I hit the stupid crossbow field. What are you doing? Get away from me. Damn dude's trying to hit me. You can't. You can't. Dude, I promise. I will destroy both of you. You fool. Not even putting on the pressure. What are you doing? Hey. Oh, look at that. I countered that slash, but I didn't turn to him in time. Was not fast enough. 60 damage because he hit my leg. Such an easy weapon to abuse. And remember, I guess for the other half I should use the other class that has it, right? Raider. With more stamina, slightly less health, and 2 of them, so 1 per chicken.
How's the lad? Well. Your boy? How's she cutting? Lovely day. How's the form? How's the form? Lovely day. Lovely day. Hello. Your boy? Well. Your boy? How goes it?
I feel no pride in using this. But those overhead decapitations are satisfying. They feel like a match made in heaven. But any weapon that's slash heavy, I don't like. This weapon is slash heavy. Its overheads are good, but they're overheads. You know, you're not expected to hit multiple people with them. They have good range, but they're only really good in 1v1 engagements. The Glaive's slashes are its iconic move. The cause of all the frustration. Of my frustration fighting this thing. Because they're just so fast. People hit me without looking at me. Ugh, it's annoying. If I were to put this on a tier list, I'd say this is a B list weapon. It's a B tier weapon. It has strengths. There are better options. Feel ashamed using this thing. And also its stab is bordering on useless, in my opinion.
Brothers,
There are some niche instances where you might use its stab,
everyone.
but for the most part, you're better off doing an overhead. You missed. Do you ever attack first? That was a lot slower than I thought.
That's smart.
Also, don't do what I was doing. Getting in that guy's face, I was just watching him play, really. With how patient he is. If you don't block, I'll freaking jab you to death. Throw another one. Remember, you can counterattack thrown weapons. He's voting to kick me. A guy that knows how to play the game is voting to kick me. Why? Man, this player base is really pathetic at times. How am I offended?
He needs only 30 more kills.
Oh my god, this dude. He has not learned how to play against this thing. He keeps doing the same thing. Dude. And again, the reason for me doing these crouching overheads is to stop the dash to help maintain my spacing. So now I'm going to have to unfortunately teabag the sin out of this guy whenever I kill him. Why are you voting to kick me? He's level 20 and he's playing that good? Jesus Christ. So much for all the compliments I gave. See why I can't be nice to people? And I talk so much trash? Can't can't be nice to these dudes. Oh my god! That was
What do you
disgusting.
A kiss?
Okay, I think he's just become the Joker. Yeah, that dude's become the Joker. He doesn't care anymore. Shame on Clint Eastwood. Shame, shame, shame. This is why I can't be nice to people in this game. Come here.
Lick your lips. I'll take everything you... I'll do this. His time's up.
No. No, you're not picking up your greatsword.
Which tits?
Take back everything I said about that guy. One of the worst players I've ever seen on this game, genuinely. Look at how easy that is to get away with.
Bitch stick!
Look at that. Thank you, sir. Nope, you can't whip punish this thing. What are you gonna do? Jab me? Jabs require finesse that you lack. Look how patient he is, too. Like, this is a decent player and he's still gonna motion kick me? Granted, you gotta do something else. Excuse me, sir. Nope, it's called that heavy. Excuse me. Oh, disgusting.
They never stood a chance.
And Clint Eastwood has left. Pathetic. One of the worst players in the game. Rule of the day. Advice of the day. Don't be nice to people in this game. Do not ever try to be polite to a Chivalry 2 player, because they will try to kick you from the match. He did a stab. Whoa! As you can see, disarming with this thing can happen quite a plenty. Look at that off-screen violence. Quite comfy with those counter slashes and nothing else. I'm going to look for a more full lobby since my arch rival has left. So probably 2 more matches with this thing. As you can see though, its strengths are pretty good. It's annoying. Your spacing game is incredible. Its heavies hit quite hard. It can be dragged. Excels are almost pointless, but they both have a place for every weapon, excels and drags. Oh god, it'd be really funny if I saw him in here. Or that other guy who is trying to kick me constantly. Interesting. This lobby's about to end and go to the next map. Oh wow, what a bad player. I can't believe I was nice to that guy. And that's how he treats me. Tries to kick me in a match with like 6 people. Why? So you could just abuse the rest of the people in the lobby? Oh. Can I jab you to death? Okay, close. Close, you did learn. So we're just kind of waiting for this one to end so this next one can proceed, as the leader only needs 1 more kill. What weaknesses does this thing have? I'm not really sure. I guess it doesn't hit hard, so against good players, the endurance battle is likely not in your favor. And they're probably clobbering you with a missile or a longsword, which hits harder. Even against the classes for which it has a damage bonus on, being the footman and the knight. Excuse me. And if someone's in your face, you are in trouble. You should be maintaining your spacing. Because that's when you're able to abuse it the most. Those drags and stuff, that doesn't work if I'm hugging someone's face. You have to be at the sweet spot. A weapon like that, it has a sweet spot. Pretty much every blunt weapon and axe has a sweet spot, and you don't want to hug their face. Face-hugging weapons are more so the swords, both two-handed and one-handed, with few exceptions. So let's see how I do in this lobby that has quite a nice amount of players, and some of these dudes I know are pretty nasty. I cannot believe I completely forgot this thing does have a damage bonus. It doesn't feel like it does. I thought everything was standard. I was hitting dudes with heavies for about 70, and basic attacks on slashes were always 30, overheads were 50. Every time I see Clint Eastwood, he will be religiously teabagged. Nice. Is that the play? These are overheads. That was not supposed to be a low kick. That low kick was completely accidental. As you can see, the low kick has no forward momentum. So you have to be hugging someone to hit them with it. Nice.
I've never had. Sometimes a short day turns to pure gold.
Nice riposte. What are you doing?
I'm here to fire you.
Its special does have utility as well, because it's so fast. A weapon like the dagger, though, easy to abuse. Even though the dagger is going to be wanting to stab you a lot, very easy to abuse something like that. Every short weapon can be abused by the glaive. Missed, but doesn't matter because I'm using the glaive.
But now I'm gonna make your mother cry.
That said, good bait weapon. That looks like somebody. No. Interesting. That is such an unfortunate miss. This is an overhead, are you ready? Another overhead, you ready? Stab, you ready? Nice. Don't expect to win many free-for-alls with this thing because it doesn't hit hard. It doesn't. Aw, who's hitting me in the bunghole? There you go, right around this back. Drag to a significant extent. Don't know what he was thinking there. Yo, I thought I was already getting kicked. Of course, vote no, show camaraderie. Oh, very nice, very nice. I didn't think his spacing was so perfect. Alfred Boris. Alfred Boris is currently going. I can never... 1 in 6. I mean, what's kicking the person going to achieve? Not a victory, that's for sure. As you can see, those overhead decapitations, also satisfying. You missed. No. Very patient. Aw. What is this guy doing? I hate players like that. I can't read someone like that. He's just doing things at random. I highly doubt that was a reaction to the kick.
How are you? What's the... Any scandal, your boy?
Do you mean to rub it on until I stove in your effing head?
Remember, you do have 1 per throwing when using the Raider subclass. Oh, come on. I'm doing you a favor. That's Alfred. Oh my god. Alfred's throwing barrels and trying to kick people. Alfred, what's wrong with you? That was a horrendous throw. Oh, disgusting. Overheads on knights are pretty deadly. 50 damage that fast from that far, it adds up quick because you're hitting them quick. You cannot whiff versus this weapon. If you miss an attack, you will probably pay for it with your life. As you can see, very good at baiting. Nope, dragged. Look, he doesn't even know what's going on anymore.
I've had about enough of your guff.
So this is when its slashes become really good. You see how fast that is? And I don't even need to be on his screen. Oh, that's crazy.
The leader requires only 20 more victories.
Back up! Yes! No. I very quickly get into the zone with this thing. And yes, I am enjoying myself, but it's just such an annoying weapon. I understand the frustration that I'm probably causing on people while using this thing. Especially newer players who just don't know how to deal with something as simple as an overhead or a stab. Look at that. Look at that drag. Ready for another one? Not your turn. Using this thing, you might get other people to try to use it. Nice.
Oh yeah, and then later, we could ride a unicorn together.
Like the imposter says, maintain thy footing while using this thing, and you will slaughter the masses. That looked sus. That had a significant delay on it. I really don't want to compliment this weapon. Even though it might deserve to be complimented in some regards. Nice! You know how hard it is to hit those attacks? Those jumping stabs? Or the overhead one? Also nice to see someone using the dagger. Dagger is a tricky weapon, but an also satisfying one. That was pathetic. Nope. No. That's a special. That's from all those missed attacks. Man wasn't getting any offense back from... Or any offense. Any stamina back from successful offense. What are you gonna do? You're gonna mash counter slash? No.
The leader
No,
needs
sir.
only 10 more.
Your mouth is about to milly up.
Bad time to heal. What did I say about trying to attack first? Not allowed. Oh god, field engineers. Oh, this is one of the worst weapons to go against while as a field engineer. Every field engineer weapon is very short and susceptible to long-range abuse and off-screen violence. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That guy wasn't dead. I saw the shield go away, and I said, "Oh, he's a corpse. I just didn't kill him." Not at all. Oh man, he's leaking. Did you see that? That was pretty gnarly. The biggest downside / weakness of this weapon is your own pride. That's the same attack feint, sir. Nice hit.
Best of you.
Don't do all this spinning nonsense that I'm doing. I'm just doing that because I'm feeling myself while using this thing. Wow, I'm so surprised I didn't disrespect that. I was assured that gamble was going to work. Halberds are a weird weapon. If I were to make a video on the halberd, I'd have to use it for like a full day first. It has the exact same moveset as this. Yeah, I saw that miss coming. Is this really the game plan? She's not even looking at me. Look at her.
3 more kills, and the leader is victorious! The kill leader is near victory!
I mean, you tell me. Don't those headshot decapitations look perfect? Oh, what a weapon. I don't want to like this thing. I don't want to like this thing. But I won't lie to you. It's a good weapon to zone out with. You can play mindless with it. I know you see me. Come on, don't ignore me.
It on until I stoke you in your effing head.
Really? You're gonna pretend that you don't know where I came from? Seems really comfortable countering slashes. What about overheads? What about 2 of them? Buffoon. As you can see, such an easy weapon to abuse. I don't know whether or not to call this thing the most abusable or most annoying. Nah, definitely most annoying. Yeah, most abusable is probably the one-handed sword, which I can honestly bang out a quick video on because it's a weapon that needs no introduction, takes no brain power. Any and everyone sees this thing and likes it. It's an amazing weapon. If not for the wrong reasons.
Tournament grounds.
I also got to talk to EA's customer support. What's the issue, you may ask? Mind your business. After reviewing the provided information, we cannot give you access to the requested account. For further assistance, we ask that you please contact live support so we can attempt to give you back access. Thank you for the opportunity and letting us look into your account access issue. Also, if you did not have it, here is some extra information to help keep up with all the updates happening and coming to our EA titles. They just said, we can't help you. Please look at our other merchandise. Oh boy, I'm gonna need to get on a phone call with someone to resolve my problem.
You're
So I'll tell you my problem. My problem when I'm in talks with EA support is apparently your EA account, its credentials, as they label them, can expire. And my EA account is linked to nice duck, although unintentional. My EA account is connected to an email that I made in middle school. So, until I renew it and reset its password, I cannot play their games online. I have no access to that email anymore, so I need them to remove it, since I have no way of reaching it and getting rid of it myself to attach it to a new EA account associated with my Xbox gamertag. Otherwise, the game I just bought, It Takes Two, was a complete waste of money and my time. Only EA. 103 damage. That must have been a headshot throw. Oh yeah. Like I said, it's a decent throwing weapon. Something slight. You can expect to see some results. That's a special. Hold on. Who's talk? Why do they want me gone? I'm using a weapon that hits for 30-something damage on a slash. Nice.
Still have me one or to finish it with.
This game is full of sore losers. Talk. Unfortunately, gonna have to mercilessly teabag you. And this is that's a fellow Xbox brother. 1-4 at level 83. Reflect on yourself. Where are you? Is that you? Oh my god. So this is an engagement that the Glaive excels at. Absolutely kick talk. I love when people defend me like that, and they try to vote to kick somebody votes to kick me, or tries to vote to kick me. I love that warming sense of community. Never usually works, but hey, who cares? Talk! I'm gonna message this dude when I'm done with this video. Freaking embarrassing.
Some get out of that guard. I never. If you like that.
Let me make sure I win this match, just because that pathetic display. Nice overhead. King Henry's a good player. I think he was in my lobby with the last weapons, the Mace and the Morningstar.
Sometimes a shy day turns to fury.
Above all else, I just have to win this last lobby. Keep throwing those knives at me. Nice hit. Oh man, this is annoying. I saw that coming from a mile away. A very patient one-handed user is quite the annoyance versus the Glaive. Because the whole point of it is you're supposed to be the abuser. You're supposed to be the one that's constantly messing with people. But it doesn't do that much stamina damage. If someone has patience, what are you gonna do? What's your game plan, friend? So the way most people use this thing, by the way, is... Let me demonstrate very quickly. Oh, I can't even. I can't believe I just whiff punished the cudgel. Yeah, I can't even do it. What I was trying to demonstrate was counter slash and dodging, but I don't even know how to play like that. The only time I can play counter slash dodge is when it's time to play as Thorn on Fallmeyer. Is this talk? No. You look like him. This is a weapon I'm much more comfortable playing with in first person than third, due to all the overheads that I end up doing. Nice hit. Nice. No!
Yes!
King Henry, great player. No! Saw that coming. I gotta beat him. Is Talk even still in here? Oh, he's gone. How boring. Okay, I don't care if I win or lose, though. I don't know what that guy thought this was. He was trying to do off-screen violence to me, but I'm using the poster child. Is this the game plan? This is such an Executioner's Axe engagement. Show Bob and Vagin. I love the names in this game. I'm gonna message Talk, have some dignity. Oh yeah, the Maul versus the Glaive is a very heartbreaking matchup.
Ooh, we're on the pig's back now, lads. Oh yeah.
One of those weapons. Oh my god.
That was the dog's bollocks, so it was.
Wasn't it? What's up?
Better. Can't even avoid being
Okay. Alright. Thank you. There's some decent players in this, so I'm gonna definitely stay in here when I'm done with this. What are you doing? You Janus? Nice. I can't believe he's really gonna combo like there weren't dudes around here. Full hammer slash range is very bad. I would advise when using the full hammers to try to slash as little as possible because their range is extremely bad. Oh. 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 Son of a gun. Oh, very nice heavy. As you can see, heavies, that's how you really close the distance versus this thing. Of course, heavies can be easily counter-slashed, but against someone like me who's just trying to swing as much as possible and gamble, it can't catch them. I don't like to be patient using weapons like this. I just want to abuse them. I just want to mindlessly swing.
Leader needs only 10 more!
Ow. Mom! Nice. Like seeing some success with the knife. I feel like I've spawned here 3 times. Again, slashing with that moveset, whiffing, you can't. Wow. Do not do this spinning nonsense that I'm doing. I'm just messing, I'm just faffing about. Oh god. It's a very chill weapon for me.
3 more kills and the leader is victorious!
No, stop that. What are you doing? Mom.
A warrior is near victory!
No, I instead of saying have some dignity, I'm gonna message him, we Xbox players need to stick together. You cannot try to kick a fellow brother.
This won't be the first time I thrust my sword into a member of your family.
Look at that angle. Glaive is the most annoying weapon in the entire game. Restock before you head out.